Hello and welcome back to the Bohemian Brilliance campaign. I am Count Christo and this is Europa Universalis for MEIOU&Taxes 2.0. We are, I believe, just a couple of months prior to the the ending of the previous episode. Hopefully you can forgive me for this. I appear to have forgotten. You can tell that I just reloaded the game. No one... See, the world has embraced friendship, is what's gone on here. Everyone has oh, good lord. There was a lot of them. And there's a peace deal that I missed. Oh, well. Oh, yes, we allied England, didn't we? Fantastic. So, in case it's not abundantly clear, this is a new session. So I apologise, it's a bit further back. I Alt F4'd before I saved. Very cleverly. Right, let's... Pokeman, you can't ally me, but I'd like you to like me as much as humanly possible at all times. Right, so we're just winning this war and doing this glorious looting. I've seen some screenshots of some tremendously rich capitals, so I have the ducat signs in my eyes, and I really want to get a stupendously rich capital. We're just going up to finish them off in Altmark. They continue to rally against me. All these rivalries ending. I'm going to give military access to pretty much everyone that asks. I'm sometimes silly on that and don't give it away, but you should really, because it doesn't hurt you and it makes them like you, so... Because I've reloaded the game, every single person in the world is renegotiating. How low happened to us? Civil war in France. Yes, well... Problem is, I would love to like fabricate and then immediately declare war on France right now when they're weak, but if this is a unification war, I mean, that might mean that the moment they win, I'd end up with England, which would be a pain. They've taken all the provinces around Paris, but not Paris. I guess it does have a pretty big fort. Forts add urban gravity. Interesting. That's the other thing forts do. Ah, yes, I'd forgotten about this. So, a level 2 fort decreases how much manpower you have by 1,000. It doesn't show here. I guess it's calculated into the provinces thing, which makes me think we should delete our forts. Maybe we don't delete it in the capital, but I'm going to delete this one. So it was 4,300. Sorry, 43,000. Let's see after this monthly tick. Why aren't you going to help? Go on, taking unnecessary casualties here. I know they were voluntary casualties. Get on my case. This is a level 2 force. We need all those guys there. Ah, yes, that's the other thing I've been told. Thank you very much, commenters. You only get the loot if you are the leader of the siege. Excellent. Where was that siege I just won? Down here. I hope I was the leader of that siege. So I actually got the loot. We're going to loot down the whole world, and we're going to put it all into Prague, and it's going to be glorious. I'm really, really enjoying this campaign. Alright, you guys have now attached to me. Good. Which means I can now switch this straight back to siege. So I've got a couple of guys not being interactive here. Moravia, divert trade to me again. You seem to have calmed down. Auvergne, you too. Fabulous. You need a general, ideally. Don't have one. I wouldn't mind my king dying right now. This Grey Eminence is pretty darn nice, but all of these juicy monarch points... Actually, the moral points are pretty similar in numbers, but, you know, I don't like generous either. Slight lack of localization in that one. The charitable nature of root monarch get him, her. Okay. This is really nice. That's just really not, though. It's cruel, but I don't think it matters that much. So yeah, we're going to make our king, sorry, our emperor, Karl IV, into a general. The other thing is if he dies, we get 10 Imperial authority, if it works like base. So I'm not really against him dying, to be honest. Okay. We're going to siege down Magdeburg? We probably should. Oh, they've got a bit low there. One of your subjects... Ah, because we just lost a bunch of troops, so I guess I should cancel those. You have someone attached. How convenient. Magdeburg, I believe, is one of the ones that wants looting down. Yes, have we got the... No, the trademark motors... Sorry, the loot... Well, I say that it's not actually the loot. It's the local wealth. But come on. This is the loot map mode as far as I'm concerned. That's another thing. You remember when I revoked a privilege from these guys much earlier? Possibly in this campaign, probably in the previous one. I said you can't back out. I was totally wrong. Thank you very much, commenter who pointed this out. You can scroll down. The scroll bar, I just missed it. My bad. Greater Nobles? They've got some really good stuff. We don't have room for another general right now. Our power projection's too low because there are no valid rivals. I wonder how the rival calculation has changed that I don't have any valid rivals. Like, I feel like I really should. State war contributions. Thank you, burgers. Loads of money from that lot. Swiss mercenaries. Beginning in the late 15th century, Swiss mercenary soldiers served in the armies of foreign courts across Europe. Although not always the best forces, they had no local ties and could be counted on to be fanatically loyal to their employer. So these are a kind of special thing. This is the first step towards establishing a permanent force of Swiss Guard in our capital. I do really like that idea. Like, I don't know if it's a good or a bad thing, to be honest, but I really like this idea. So let's do that. So we get these guys, who are mercenaries, so they cost quite a bit. I mean, did something appear here when I did that? Wait. I don't think it did. So hopefully I can delete this guy without cost. Like, it's not going to suddenly mean that I've gotten rid of my Swiss Guard if I delete this guy. I guess I'll use him for this war. Right, you go siege down this province. Oh, no, no. Here. Get stopped. Finish them. Finish him. Alright, there's all the improvement with the Papal States I need. Lost the effects of manpower low. Yeah, so our manpower went down again. I guess it hadn't done the overextension calculation. Who else is it that... I think I should basically just get all of my vassals to max out improve relations. You can only improve relations with them from up to 100 now, which is an interesting decision. I haven't really decided how I feel about this change, but I think I've no significant objection to it, that's for sure. Some people have been saying that I've misunderstood how the disease outbreaks work, and I don't think I have. They've been saying it's only on the actual when the disease outbreak happens that you lose men. That's definitely how it happens in the base game, but I don't think that's how it works in this mod. I'm not entirely sure, so I'm definitely going to look into it, but I'm pretty certain that in this mod, that is not how it works. Right, go there. Do all the looting that we can. Right, are we the siege leader here? Yes, we are. Good. This button is good, by the way, because if you control everyone and then press G to merge them, or use the merge button up here, sometimes it gives up you being the leader of the siege. I don't know if that's true anymore, but it certainly used to be the case. Right, so we're looking out for a disease outbreak pop-up. That's the other thing I want to do. No, I can't have disease outbreak pop-ups be a thing that appears here, I don't think. Supply shortage. Greater loyalty deteriorates. 5% chance of losing stability. It's quite possible that that event fires more often the higher their loyalty, just to try and stop you getting crazy high loyalty. I don't know. Oh, the lesser nobles want some favours. The problem with giving them favours is that, as it says... Oh, this one doesn't. Interesting. Okay, so you see how that one says in red. Granting this favour will cause the estate's next privilege demand to come 10% sooner. There are two things that tells me. Firstly, exactly what it says. And secondly, that they have a timer on which they request privileges, which is really good to know, because that means if you can revoke it more quickly than they can request it, you can always give them, but still keep wearing down their privileges. And I do think we want to try and wear down their privileges as much as possible. So we need... This one, however, doesn't do that. So let's give them a gift of cash. I just don't like the idea of them being below 50. And we're going to get lots of cash in this war. And I believe the previous war's loot is still sitting around. No? Maybe not. Maybe that was a previous thing I'm thinking of. Alright, come on. Give me a disease outbreak. Show me that disease outbreak. Let's try speed 4. Ooh, God. What? Ooh. So we had this religious feud going on because they had such crazy high church influence. I was trying to get it down. The head of the Catholic faith in Bohemia has begun feuding with our king. Openly critical of his policies, this religious leader has decided to use his ecclesiastical power against him. Our spies in his court report that he's making plans to excommunicate him, declaring the king to be in divine disfavour and commanding the faithful to shun him. While his authority is limited, it would cause problems if this were to happen. But the Pope would have to dislike us, surely, for us to get excommunicated. The Pope loves us. We can publicly repent, lose 50 diplomatic power. Not that bad. Gain church influence. 50% chance they become disloyal to us. But we lose military power anyway. Let's just repent. Ave Maria, or whatever it is. I'm afraid I'm not very up on Catholic doctrine. Is it Is it I don't know the phrase. There's some Catholic phrase, something Maria, which means like, forgive me Maria, I think. I'm not sure. Supply shortage, status quo. Come on, show me a disease outbreak so I can prove my point, game. Pendus desert, walls breached, nice. Okay, won that one down there, excellent. I'd also like to know exactly how loot works. So, we just sieged down a province that had 75 ducats. Maybe it had more before we looted it. I wonder if it just, like, takes half the local wealth? If anyone knows, I'd absolutely love to be told that. Let's, here we're sieging with Cav. That's not good. Let's, cycle that out for some infantry. And let's see if we can take control of this siege. Because as I mentioned... Oh, there's another win. Map hello, good. What's this one? Our truce with Mecklenburg-Schwerin has ended. Fair enough. So that one's over. We're not at war with anyone else, are we? I'm pretty sure we got everyone sieged down now. Oh, that's a good point. I should separate peace some of these guys. Like, hello there. Nuremberg, I don't believe... Oh, you're a PU. As a U. You really got a lot of PUs, didn't you? That's unacceptable. Midden, you're all sieged down and you are a separate partner, so I will take all your cash and war reparations. And I'd like prestige. We're very low on prestige right now. Something you want to do in this mod and in general is that if you do this, hey Magdeburg, I'm going to sue for peace with you. I want 54 ducats, right? Now, when I go to the peace, you can demand, incidentally, a maximum of, how much is it? Yeah, their money, all of their money and one loan is how much you can demand in a peace deal. So if you set that to 54, now we close it, right? We're not actually ready to peace out with them. Then what happens is when you go to the peace deal later and you start suing for peace at that point, well, merge with us so we can be the leader. Or do I have to pull you off? Yes, there we go. When you go to peace later, even if they have less, let's say they had 1 ducat when we went to peace later, you shouldn't be able to demand this much, but you could because you put it into the peace deal. So Göttingen, you're the other one. We should do that with you as well. Of course, always try and press up because they might have more money later. Our loan has ended. Let's repay it. Unfortunately, we're going to have to extend that one. Unless we could win some sieges right now and peace out Magdeburg. I'm going to leave that on the screen just in case. We can invest in a new idea. All right, so we went administrative ideas. Yes, I'm on board with that. I want to stack construction costs because I'm going back and forth on this, but building tall in this mod sounds really fun, like having huge cities. So we're definitely going to... Oh, God, I hit escape on that loan. Darn it. So we're definitely going to try and get some really big cities. So getting construction cost modifiers down sounds really good because the local infrastructure makes the construction cost crazy big. Crazy big. It makes no sense, this, but I can kind of understand the balancing. High infrastructure making stuff cost more doesn't really gel very well, but no matter. Come on, have a disease outbreak, someone. Disease outbreak? Anyone? Supply shortage. Defenders desert. Won that one. Nice. Can't demand unlawful territory. Ooh, France. Why can't I demand it from them? Oh, that means I already have a CB on them. Imperial Ban. Just for these provinces up here. Oh, but we have a truce with them, don't we? Yeah, it's all a moot point because we have a truce. But if the truce ends before their war ends, I think I will declare on them at risk of suddenly going to war with England. It would be tricky, but we need to try and make sure England doesn't get that imperial land. No one wants to work. That was not indeed quite the plan. All right, let's disband those mercenaries. I think I sent them up here, right? On monthly tick. There we go. Yeah, get rid of them. National decisions. Pursue religious tolerance. I think our piety might already be as low as it gets. No, it hasn't. Okay, so it's currently at 6. Let's just check. This should make it go down a lot. 8.4. Yeah, that's really nice. All right, you. Problem with low piety, by the way, is that you can't use the Deus Vult CB, which is a shame. Let's come over here. Defenders divert supply shortage. Just one. Whenever you don't want disease outbreaks, there's disease outbreaks all the freaking time. But now I do want them. Now, we want our king to die right now. Because any more it goes above 50 is often wasted. Bartering increases. Is our inflation trending down? Yes, so doing this is fine. 100 admin power really hurts, especially since we're about... Are we about to take land? No, actually, we're not about to take land, are we? So that's fine. It's a shame that we're trying to buy, you know, admin ideas, but... National Epic. That's so cheap. I feel like we might as well. Much harder to get prestige now that they've changed the system. You used to be able to get crazy amounts. Corrupt Advisor, again? Oh, I guess we have to execute him. Sorry, trader. Alright, new one. Level 1, probably. Tax efficiency and tax modifier? Sounds pretty nice to me. Yeah, let's go with him. Alright, come on. Oh, no, and another one died. We're about to have to take out a loan. Burgers. I demand nothing. I demand money? No. Money? Anybody? I'm sorry, at some point I will just know all these, but right now I don't quite. Doesn't look like there's going to be anywhere I can get any money. Oh, but I don't need to be paying my army. That's fine. I can pay them at half. Castile's rivaled Granada. God, it's a bit embarrassing, Castile. They're not really your rival. They're your easy-to-crush neighbour. Maybe they're harder in this mod, I don't know. Lithuania has declared war on Kiev, won the siege of Magdeburg. Nice. How's that loot coming? Ooh, it's glorious. Alright, you guys can rally up here. We haven't got any cav sieging, have we? Oh, we do. It's definitely crying out to be changed there. Just sieging. Ah, glorious success. I'm just sieging all these provinces so we can get all that juicy loot ducats. Now, Magdeburg. You may go. Oh, but see, in this case, you could actually take more. So, it's not really relevant there. All your money, and I'd like you to... I don't want you to break your alliances, because breaking alliances in the HRE as the Emperor, it feels good, because you're like, yeah, break the alliances of my enemy. What it often means is you're just leaving OPMs ready to get annexed. So what I'd rather do is you give up some claims. Seems good. Another 10 prestige there. Yoink. And some money. And you? Oh yeah, so I can't take land in this, because this is a liberation war. Ah, which is a new CB. No! I don't think this is a new CB. They might have changed it, though. So, war reparations. You're going to cancel all your subjects. Ooh, can't do that. Would I rather have money or war reps? Probably the money. Cancel all your subjects. Bad luck. 23 prestige for me. Very, very nice. Would you also like to give back Utmark to Mecklenburg? Yeah, making these guys smaller seems good to me. Would I want to give it to Stettin or Mecklenburg? Mecklenburg, because I'm going to go to war with Stettin soon, so I don't want to give them anything. And this costs no Diplo points. Fantastic. 25 prestige. A most profitable war. Fantastic. Plus, we liberated the Elector. We can take tech. Military tech. What terrible timing, but alright. Now, are we going to take... Okay, 20% chance you lose 1 stability and less morale. And you get money to your court. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. Okay. Yes! Oh, God. It's so stressful. It takes so long to get for stability in this. I really like that there's challenging decisions like that in this game. We have enough money to repay all your loans. I should always remember to check if any of those are loans to the AI, in which case I don't want to repay them. We're going to stop paying the army. We're going to hire a military advisor. How much money are we making per month? I can't tell. I'll hire a level 1 guy, and then if I'm making enough money next month that I feel I can justify it, I might go to level 2, probably on admin and military. Well, on all. I'll decide next month if I have to. For now, we'll get morale of armies to counteract that denied reward modifier we just got. Okay, so coring. Just this one. Guyenne? Still martial law over there. We've no connection to it, and it's got no port, so it probably takes a long time to communicate with it. But it's only 4 pop, so it's probably alright for now. Let's improve relations with some of our subjects that don't very much like us. We can get that claim. I want Normandy, or Pays de Cour. I think you say there's Cour? I really don't know. It looks like cat Good lord. Alright, where is the best trade place around here? Yeah, it's definitely this one. So let's claim that. Ooh, England has a core there. They'd get real mad if we took that. Okay, so are we going to go to war with them? No, truce. Don't forget. Don't forget. We don't need the claims on them, actually, because state soldiers return. We treated their soldiers well. Fabulous. Okay, well, that was a very successful episode. Thank you so much for watching. I do hope to see you very soon. Goodbye.